Well, good morning. Our guest really needs no introduction. She is the senior senator from Massachusetts, Elizabeth Warren. Senator Warren, welcome.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Thank you. And same to you.
So, Senator, accused crypto swindler Sam Bankman-Fried and his colleagues gave a lot of money to politicians of both parties. He was the second largest donor to Democrats this cycle. We're unclear on the extent of their giving to Republicans. A lot of it was dark money. Colleagues of yours who've been defensive of crypto interests, like Senator Gillibrand and Congressman Auchincloss from the 4th District here, are among the leading recipients of that money. Do you find that relationship suspect?
Look, I am someone who doesn't want to see more money in politics, particularly from corporate PACs and so on. But for me, what matters is what are we going to do now? Who is going to step up and say it is time to put some constraints on crypto? Something I worry a lot about is how crypto is used generally, and that is it is the preferred tool for drug dealers, for human traffickers, for robo gangs, the ransomware gangs, and for North Korea, for Iran, and that is why just this week I introduced with Senator Marshall out of Kansas an anti-money laundering bill that would, in fact, put the same kind of constraints on crypto exchanges that are already there for banks, for brokerage houses, for Western Union. I want to see what people are going to do going forward.
Well, all that money, you know, pardon my cynicism, but appeared to have already bought a fairly decent level of resistance to really tough regulatory reform. Do you think that's over now that the scandal has erupted?
Well, that's why I want to keep the focus there. I want to keep the focus on all this money sloshed around Washington on both sides of the aisle. I want to know who's willing to step up now. I'm stepping up. Senator Marshall is stepping up, bipartisan. Who else is going to join us in putting the kinds of constraints on crypto that makes it not the place where these gangsters go to launder their money? You
didn't get any of this money.
No.
If you had, what would you be doing with it now?
I don't take it in the first place, so I don't have to worry about that problem. And you know, this is just the money in Washington
Auchincloss did take it, and I just called his office the other day. They still can't give a straight answer about what they're going to do with it. What should he do with it?
Well, stay on it about what he's going to do with the money, but the real question is, what is he going to do going forward? Is this going to be more of defending the industry, or is it going to be the case that it's time to shut down the money laundering operations? It's time to shut down the fraud. And, you know, here's the point I want to make on this one. It's really about, there's a principle in finance, and it is same kind of transaction, same kind of risk, should have the same kind of rules. And that's pretty much true throughout the financial system except crypto. I just want to see crypto having to follow the same rules as everybody else.
Let's squeeze in another topic before we take our break here. I saw a member of our congressional delegation, Seth Moulton, on TV the other day saying, whatever weapons Ukraine wants from us, we should give them, and we should give them without delay. Do you agree with that?
I agree that we should give assistance to Ukraine. I've been a very strong supporter, but we always have to think about the escalation of the war. And so giving more help on the defensive side.
Like the Patriot missiles.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
On defense is different from giving offensive weapons that could be deployed in Russia. It's a line we've drawn so far at the Department of Defense, and I support them in that.
Why should we draw that line, given the way Russia is just on offense big time?
Russia's a nuclear power, and we do not want to be a party to escalating the conflict between Russia and the United States. We want to support Ukraine. We're there for Ukraine's independence. We are there to try to help Ukraine rebuild. We're there to try to help them defend against the onslaught, and we're even there to help them fight to regain the territory that Russia has taken from them. But the question of using American weapons into Russia would be a different line. And I don't think that's where we should be.
I got to break, but I'm intrigued by your reference to retaking the captured territory. Would you extend that principle to the Crimean land grab?
Yeah.
So we'll go back to the, what was it, 2015?
It's part of Ukraine.
Yeah.
And I think Ukraine has a right to its territorial integrity.